Hey guys, I'm back with a Spellbinders haul. I do not belong to any of their monthly kits because I don't like to order in advance like that. I'd prefer to, get something I actually selected myself. So, occasionally what I'll do is I'll, obviously wait until after a kit is released. And then if I see something that I like, I'll go and purchase it when they make available their old kits. And that's what happened this time around. I was actually looking for their November kit, I believe it was, from it's Christmas one. And it's also a stitching one. So that's part of the reason, why I wanted it. So of course I went to their site looking for stuff and kind of fell into looking at other stuff. Typical. So in short, I've got a lot of stuff to share with you. I'm trying to pull it out of the bag so that I can share with you what I got and we can go through it hopefully. So this one on the top is the one I was after. And so now well, I don't know if it's available now, but it was available on their website when I ordered. This has 6 dies. It actually cuts the outside of the shape. And then the inner part is a stitching only sort of die. So let me turn it over. This is the large die of the month from November 2020. And it's called Mary Stitching. So there's 6 dies in the set. And it gives you some information here, but this is kind of what you might be making. So you've got a border. And you've got this like snowflake looking thing. And then you've got a little tree. So I went ahead and purchased this die set so that I would have it. I don't necessarily like the whole idea of cross-stitching on a card. That's just not me. But this looks entirely, doable in terms of timing and everything. It's not like a whole bunch of little dots in just a rectangular pattern or something like that, or a circular pattern. It actually has, the little holes where you can kind of figure out how to make the pattern. But I don't see this as taking too long for some reason. I don't know. The other idea of cross-stitching a pattern just doesn't appeal to me. I have some of those dies, but, we'll see when that happens. So that's actually what led me to go looking. And then I found some other things I wanted. This one is a stamp set. It's a layering stamp, but it's red rubber from Fun Stamper's Journey. Life Sweetness. It's a strawberry with some sentiments. So you can see here, it's a cling mount. So it's on a panel. And then I got 2 of the same die right here from Jane Davenport. I think I had seen this die first on Jill Norwood's channel. She had made some tags. And so I purchased, these were excellent prices, I think, for die sets that, were normally much higher. And this one you can't really find as easily. So I went ahead and purchased this. I think everything that I purchased was on sale, actually, because I wouldn't have made such a large order if that were not the case. But you get the stamp and the die, and I purchased 2 of them. This one is the small die of the month from March 2020, so from last year in March. And you get 9 dies, and this is, I'm holding it this way because it's a carrot, it's not an egg. So you have the outside of the carrot. You can make a shaker card because it cuts the inner piece here. And then you've got the little, greenery for the topper and then some bunnies. So they do have, if you look here, they do have like examples on the back, which is nice. So yeah, little carrot. All right, and then I purchased 2 of these sets because these are letters, but I see them for stitching as opposed to just cutting out of cardstock, which you can do. It's this style right here. The reason I bought 2 sets is because sometimes you need 2 E's or something like that, So I bought an extra set because it was that good of a price. I would not have normally done that. And you get the backer die as well as the inset, which has the holes in it. So you can do a lot of good things with that. This is the die of the month from July. It says Die of the Month XL. I guess it's from 2020. I don't know what year it's from. Maybe it's from 2018. Because it has that 18 right here. Ah, there we go. So, I don't know. But I bought 2 of those. All right, and then these were all like just extra purchases because I started looking. These are, what is this called? These are upside down. Let me turn this around. Heartfelt Piercing Elements die. They're only going to do piercing. They aren't actually going to cut the shape. Okay. So there's 7 of them, and I'm assuming this is the actual size of the die. I haven't opened it yet, but I think that's correct because they're in a large package. Why would they do that, right? Yeah. So when you see the other dies, the size on the package is really the accurate size that you're seeing. So that's a pretty big heart, right? To do piercing. Ornate Label Piercing Elements. So you can see that's a nesting set. Pennant Piercing Elements. Okay, I don't see this as a pennant. You can, if you were to turn it like this. I see this as a pocket. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I see it. These are Clouds Piercing set, Cloud Dreams Piercing, and I also got the actual piece that cuts them out. And I'm hoping that they do match up. I think they do line up because that's what I did go looking for, was to see, look how big this is, to see if the, to see if the piercing elements line up with any of their actual die cuts that will cut the piece out. So now, and here's my thinking, I'm going to see if these will cut through felt, and I can use them for stitching a cloud shape if they line up. I know that you don't have to do that. Obviously, I do know how to sew, and you don't have to have pre-made holes, but I am very anal when it comes to that. I don't like them to look like all jagged and stuff like that, and my stitching isn't the best. So yes, I can use a machine, but again, that's not the point. So here we go. The largest pierced cloud from the set and the other regular die cut fit together. So hopefully when I try to cut it with felt, this will work out, because that was my intention. Can you imagine a very nice rainbow with these clouds? Now, do I have a rainbow die? Not one that big, but it's okay. I'll figure it out. I thought it would be fun. So that's these 2 sets here. They coordinate. I did go and try and find the other ones that coordinate for those previous ones, but they didn't have them. So this is the star pierced and the regular die. So these, again, actual size of the 2. So the largest star is pretty big. So there you go. And then Triangle Pierce Elements and Pennant Fun. Now, I don't know if these 2 coordinate, but they do look like they're the same. So went ahead and purchased. I think they might have had it on the website like that. So they probably do. So those are the triangle ones. All right. Now I got some really big dies here. Look at the packaging. It fills the whole screen. So this one's called Double Pocket Card, and there's 5 templates in here. You get this big double pocket, and then you get these little guys here. And these are to shape, I think those were to make the pocket. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh. They do not have a picture of the completed one on the website. So look how big it is. So because it creates a double pocket, it's like a fold over basically. So this piece would curve around to the back and would peek out the top to make this pocket. And then this one folds over, and then you would, of course, you know, glue this flaps, and you would have another pocket on the front. So it creates a double pocket. And then you can use these dies down here to decorate the front. See? So there you go. Like I said, I don't normally, I mean, I was just looking around and they had some really good prices on some of their dies. So there you have it. This one's an envelope box set. Now this front image is reduced by 80%. So I'm going to take it out because it's big. And I wanted to kind of measure it anyway. Because here's the box that it makes. And I'm going to use this, not my green. So the box itself would come out to a 5. Oh, wow. That's a big box. It's bigger than 5.5. So 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? 5 and 6/8, or 5 and 3/4. I'm sorry about that. And 4 1/4. All right, yeah, 4 1/4. And then the gusset, or the actual dimension that you're going to get from the box, is 1/4 inch wide all the way around. So you could fit a card, A2 size card, and an envelope inside of this box, or you could probably put 2, like a set, if you wanted to, depending on how thick your card is, because you don't, of course, if you layer it a lot, then it's not going to fit more than one. But this is a dimensional envelope. And then you get flaps. So that's what these are right here. These are flaps to go on the actual envelope for closure. So you would glue it to one of the long sides. I believe both of the 3 of these are for the long side. Yeah. So those go on here, and you could have a closure flap. So yeah, that's a big die set. But kind of fun. For the longest time, people are like, how do you make a dimensional box for something that's a dimensional card? Well, there you go. They have dies for them. All right. Buttons. I got a lot of buttons because they were a good price. So these are little wood hearts, stars, and that's it. Hearts and stars. There's 48 per pack. So I bought a couple of packs of wooden buttons. Especially these kind, because I love the shapes. So buttons. And then these 2 set of pearl, these are mother of pearl buttons. Some of them are facing the other direction. That's why you're seeing the back side. So they're different size buttons here. There's 24 per pack. So I bought 2 packs here. And then I bought some jingle bells in a rose gold color. They're 20 pieces. Some are matte and some are shiny. I don't believe I have rose gold yet, so I liked the color. So I went ahead and picked some up. They're all the same size though. And then one more pack of buttons. I got these little striped buttons. These are really for Christmas. They're called candy cane, and there's 24 in a pack. And the last thing I bought are some pan pastels. Now this is a new coloring medium for me. I've never tried these before. I've seen them, but I've never tried them. And you can use this to colorize, your different surfaces. So why do I have these individual ones? Well, I went ahead and looked at the price on other websites that sell like art materials like Dick Blick and stuff like that, because that's what these are. These are really more of an artist type of thing. Not that a crafter cannot use them, but they had some of these individual ones, and then they had packs. So I bought all of the different colors they had individually because they're not duplicated in the packs. This would be nice for coloring like leaves, right? Instead of using a marker or a stamp. And it has its own applicator, so I will show you that when I show you the sets. This one's bright yellow, green shade, light green, burnt sienna shade, permanent red, extra dark, and bronze. So this one has like a sparkly finish to it. Like if you were looking at cosmetics, that's how I would look at it. Like it looks almost like a cosmetic color. So I got those individual colors, and the pans that I got I opened one of them. They come like this in a container, and you can see there's extra slots for additional colors. And so this is what they called, they have different color families that they have. This is, let's see, Confectionery Days, which is of course all pastels. And so if you lift the cover of the tray, it's just a plastic tray, they're actually open. So I could stick my finger in there. I'm not going to do that. And of course they have different names, color names to them. So I can take one of the ones that, and I won't do this because they don't belong in there, but like this pan pastel, and slide it into this container. It is in a enclosed, this one's in a closed container. So I'll just take I would take the lid off and pop it in there to keep it together. So these are all your lighter colors. Look at the beautiful pastel. I love this one. So I got this one, and again, I think I looked at I compared this price to a retailer that sells them too, and these were much cheaper. So I went ahead and picked them up. It comes in a box like this, and inside the box there are applicators. So you get something that looks like a scraper, and then you put these little tips on it. I'm not going to do it, but you just squeeze the tip on there, and then that's how you apply the stuff. It's kind of like, it's a little foam applicator. There are also two big applicators that look like this included too. So each set that I purchased has this in it. I just thought I'd show you that since I opened one of them. So that's the Confectionery Days, and then I have two others. The Party Pop is what Fun Stamper's Journey is calling them, Party Pop. So you can see the colors here. They're much brighter in color. And this is probably where I put the green one because it kind of goes with this. And there is again, 3 empty slots inside of that tray. So I can put the green one in. And then the last one I got also is this Mother Nature set. So it's like a darker tone kind of color. And you can kind of see what they've done here. They've kind of mimicked what kind of coloring you could do. But I'm excited to try these. I have not played with these before. I have seen them used. And I'm sure there's plenty of YouTube videos with this particular type of product. I'm sure you can do mixed media with it too. But I thought I'd go ahead and show you that. But that's my haul from Spellbinders. Thanks for watching, and see you later. Bye.